something that is stopping, that is wrapping filming, is The Boys Season 4. That's right, The Boys Season 4 has wrapped production now officially. They started shooting in August, so they've been shooting for a long time. That's kind of how it goes in these big, huge, big blockbuster budgets. But the actual creator was saying it's bloody, but it's triumphant. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan actually is joining the cast this season. Sabrina's favorite. Not
Hard
really. But they're not really saying much about this season besides that, that as we left off in season 3, Ryan's going to join the dark side, they're saying, but he's going to stay with Homelander, who of course is a homicidal maniac. You got politics involved, as in always. The leader of the Seven is making moves to further make his political career move forward. And also, you have Starlight has joined Butcher's crew now, so that might be a big power move for them. But on top of that also, Butcher was taking that Compound V. And so honestly, it's going to be a bad season, I think. Maybe for him. Maybe he'll be fine. He apparently has cancer, but spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this, by the way. There's always spoilers here on Cruise Control, everybody. But I'm excited about this. I am. Sabrina, you're excited about this, right? You're interested about season 4. You're ready for it, right?
I really didn't like last season that much, honestly. But yeah.
Oh, come on.
I guess. No, I really didn't like it. It was kind of a piece of shit. It was a giant piece of shit. There was a bunch of crap going on, and everybody who I liked was doing fucked up shit, like Huey and fucking Butcher and Starlight. It was just it felt very disjointed for me, because they were all a team when they ended, and then there was that whole thing with Frenchie and Kyoki. Is that her name? What's her name? Kyoki's her friend. That's not her name.
Yeah.
That's not Kyoki.
Kyoki was on the show on Monday.
Kyoki was on the show. I know. That's what I'm thinking. But her, she lost her power. There was a lot of things that went on that I didn't love, and I watched it because I'm a fan. But I don't know. I didn't like that guy they brought in, the Soldier Boy bullshit guy. I wanted to fucking punch him in the fucking face. And the villain last time was the Soviet Union Ava Braun bitch, and I actually liked her. She was a horrible person, but I liked her. She was a good actress. She drew me in, but this guy was a fucking punk ass bitch, alcoholic loser. And I just wasn't into it. This last season. So I hope they get their shit together, because this last season for me was not great. So hopefully season 4 will be better.
I think it will. Where it's going and where Homelander, I know it's going.
Hashtag go fuck yourself, Homelander. That's all.
Honestly, Sabrina's a little mixed on this. I am still very excited about this. I think it's fun. It's hardcore. It's graphic, but it's also it's a fun superhero drama. Darin, have you ever watched this before?
I've caught pieces of it. The thing that strikes me immediately is that The Boys, to me, it's not so much about storylines and characters. It's very much about an attitude. It's got a very kind of, I don't want to say dark, because I think that's kind of the wrong word. It's got a very nihilistic feeling to it, which can be very unique for comic book series. But obviously, too, I think that you can overkill that very easily, because eventually you can't just coast on attitude forever. You need more substance in there. So I think The Boys was so popular season 1 and 2 that it can coast along for a couple of more seasons with this. But yeah, unless there's a big change. But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if that's the right choice to have a big change, because once again, we're talking about a base here. You have to make that base happen. And also, too, it's regardless of how you feel about The Boys, it separates itself from other comic book series, and they should probably try to maintain that as best they can, even though it's just a race to the bottom probably at this point.
That being said, though, I agree with you, Darin, but also, I feel because they went into that niche, they, slipped further and further into it, and it kind of took away the initial, luster of the show, you know what I mean? Because it was kind of badass and different, and you were like, wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's so crazy. And then I feel they just went further and further into that hole, where now it's just beating up people with fucking, some guy went into someone's asshole and then exploded through his body. I don't know that I need that. I'm just saying, I don't know that I need someone who can shrink and go into someone's asshole and then murder them by exploding through their body.
Spoiler alert, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Thank you.
I
Thank
still think
you.
it's hilarious
So I feel
that
like they
people
just
were like,
deeper and into that fucking, we're gonna do
Yeah.
some fucked up crazy shit that no one else does, that it kind of takes away from the actual magic that it started with.
If
I
I
still
could,
think it's funny that people were harassing Paul Rudd about that and saying that he should have killed Thanos that way.
That's ridiculous.
And he's like, nope.
That's ridiculous.
if I could quote David St. Hubbins from This Is Spinal Tap, there's a real difference between clever and stupid.